Hey there, you guys. It's Blake here. I just wanted to talk about a little something that happened in my life a couple years back. Really made me touch base with wanting. Well, I already wanted to protect myself. I always have been like that. Protect myself. If someone wants to put their hands on me sorry about that. Pulling out a knife or a gun or a stick, whatever it is, it is what it is. But alright, so I'm gonna tell you the one time that I did have to draw my weapon and put my finger on the trigger, and it's really messed up. It's a feeling like in my head I was thinking 1-2. I don't know why I kept thinking that, just 1-2. I think that 1 was if he didn't react, 2 would have been me firing. So 1-2, 1-2 just keeps coming to my head, or came to my head when this happened. I'll tell you the story. It's about 11 o'clock, and I was bored at the house and needed a few things from Walmart or from the store. Well, I had went inside, no problems, whatever. I had my Sky Industries 9mm fully loaded with self-defense, home defense rounds in it at that time. I always kept it loaded like that with one in the chamber. Just always I just don't, it never bothered me to carry and condition one. I'll get on that on another subject, but yeah, so I go in Walmart and do my shopping, and this was around like close to the holiday seasons, and this is why I'm really making this video, because it's the holiday seasons, and I'm sure everybody's watched the news and heard it's everything that muggers and everybody has done to each other through the holidays, But regardless, I was in the store, and I walk out, and there's a guy out there, and you can tell if you have any kind of intuition on a bad person, you're gonna stand your ground a little bit more than you would if it was just someone that was passing by you, and you might look back and just watch them walk and do their thing. Walked out of the store, and the guy asked me, can I get a cigarette? I said, it's no problem. And so I hand him the cigarette, and he's like, you got a lighter? And I gave him a lighter and let him light his cigarette. Dude broke it, and I noticed, he tried to be slick about it, but he broke it on purpose. So I'm walking away. He's like, hey man, this thing broke. I said, yeah, well, I'm sorry, man. He's like, you mind if I get another one? I can smoke this one later. Of course, my dumbass being nice, I'm letting this guy get close to me. At that point, little did I know. I'm gonna continue with the story. The guy asked for another cigarette, and I was nice enough to give him that second cigarette, which I should have never done. Gave him enough time to, I guess, examine me physically and the way that I was looking. And I really, at the time, I was like, this guy's kind of weird, but I'm not too worried about him. He's back there. I know he's back there. And as I'm walking, he's there, standing in front of Walmart, and he's smoking. Well, I go to get in my car, and my dumbass, not looking back to make sure he was there, the guy, as I go to close my door in my car, reaches in, and I look down, and he's kneeled down there at my car door with a knife at my leg. And that situation here. So he asked me, dude, just I just want some money. I need money, money, money. I just all I remember him saying money. Now, in my car, I'm gonna go off a little topic here, and not really, but kind of. My Monte Carlo, the center console did latch down, and I could just flip it back, but it was broke. So when you flip it back, it just fell on the floor. Anyway, so he asked me, for my money and just shit out of my car, my phone, and everything, and just trying to play it cool as I can, but you got a knife to your freaking leg, right there, knowing right next to me is my 9mm unsafetied, ready with one in the chamber. And I explained to him that I came there. I didn't come out with any merchandise. I don't know why. I still to this day, I mean, if I would have came out with merchandise, I would have just thrown it at him or something, or gave it to him, let him rifle through that, and it would have bid me some time. But I told him that, this is another good reason why I didn't bring out merchandise, I guess you can say. I told him that I brought my girlfriend dinner, and I didn't carry my wallet for this specific reason, but he could have whatever he wanted. And in this period of time, I was able to flip the lid on my center console as quietly as I could, I guess you could say, while rambling on with him and just, ripping my radar detector down and shit, and, getting ready to hand it over to him. And I got my hand down in there and unholstered it, and the case that I was holding at the time was Uncle Mike, so I just had some Velcro wrapped around it, and it was in there whenever it was Velcroed, but I grabbed it by the butt of the barrel of the gun and let it slide out, and just grabbed it and immediately threw it up in his face. And that's when the 1-2 started going off in my head. 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. So needless to say, whenever I pulled my Sky Industries 9mm out, I had intent to shoot him in the face, or not shoot him, but defend myself. I'm gonna put it like that. Most definitely defend myself, because I had a knife to my leg. And he was threatening it. I don't want to use this. Just give me what you got, man. I need money, 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 money. Now, thank God for me that the gun in his face just worked, and he was gone, like running. So at that point, I made sure that he was a far enough distance away from me, making sure that I kept my weapon to my side. And he ran around the backside of the Walmart, and other people had seen me get out of my car fast, and I was screaming at him, you better go. I mean, I wasn't threatening his life or anything like that, but like, I was just so enraged, and everything was running through me so fast. But I called 911, and nothing was ever done about it. The guy ran, and I don't know where the hell he went, but he went behind Walmart, and I wasn't gonna chase him down and do anything stupid like that, And there was it's a Walmart parking lot. There's people walking in and out, getting in their cars and stuff. I mean, it was around 11, but at the 24-hour Walmarts, people are still walking around. So that was my one time that I had to deal with the situation where I felt like I was gonna be stabbed. I really felt like if I didn't give this stupid little motherfucker everything I had, that he was gonna start shooting me. So like I said, the gun sight, just the sight of it, scared him. And a lot of people are like, talking about if you threw a 22 in someone's face, are they gonna be more scared than a 45? in this certain situation, I could have pulled out. That could have been a pellet gun. Just the sight of the gun deterred him from wanting to mess with me anymore. And at that situation, he could have even still stabbed me, and at that point been running. I will have to check with Florida laws. I know you can't shoot somebody in the back, but he could have still stabbed me if he wanted to. But I don't know what I would have had to done with that situation. Obviously, medical attention first of all, and give 911 anyways. But anyways, that was pretty freaky to have to know in your head you had to make that decision. And I didn't pull my 9mm out and not put it nowhere near the trigger guard. It was all up in the trigger guard. So, but be careful when you guys are out there. Like, even with my mom and stuff, I don't want her out at nighttime, just because people prey on the weak. I'm not saying my mom is weak, but it's really, really sad that people will try to scout out who's the nice person. And I guess by me giving him that second cigarette knowingly that he broke it, I should have known that was being too kind. If he really had no money and nothing, he could just smoke that first cigarette, no problem, just pinch it and smoke the shit. But whatever. That's my story, and I just want to put that out there. A couple people, told their stories and drowned it out, and a lot of them were good stories, but that was mine. And I actually have another one, unfortunately, that was a little bit more brutal than this, but I don't know if I want to really talk about that this time. Nothing happened, no discharge of a weapon or anything, but it was definitely another 1-2-1-2 in my head situation where if the right situations would have occurred, I would have had to defend myself lethally, and I don't want that. I don't want to hurt anybody, but what are you gonna do if someone's got a gun and they come after you? And even at that situation, if you would have put a gun at me, I would have had to do what I had to do, and he might not have been so scared. A gunfight at a gunfight is a lot different than a gunfight at a knife fight. Whole other world. Close distance, he wouldn't have a chance. But that's my intake of my story. You guys have a great one. Bye.